In this lecture, we want to see applications of numerical integration. Okay. One of the application you already know of definite integration, that is to find area, right? I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is the meaning of integration a to b fx dx? When you have a function say y equal to fx, and when you draw the curve of this function, the area bounded by x equal to a and x equal to b lines, and under this curve is nothing but the integration a to b. Okay, this is the geometrical interpretation of integration, you know already, definite integration. Okay, so we will see some more applications of numerical integration today. Namely, we will see how to find velocity using integration formula, how to find volume. Okay, yeah, so let us see the first problem of velocity. So there is no theory as such. To do that, you will just apply the formula, but you will have to do minor changes in the beginning. Okay, so write the first problem is about velocity. Okay, write the question. The velocity okay, here we are not finding the velocity, the velocities are given to you, and we are finding out the time taken to travel. Okay, so you can use it to find the velocity also if the time taken to travel is given to you. So otherwise also you can solve it. In this particular problem, the velocities are given to us and we will find the time taken to travel. Okay, so the velocity v of a particle at a distance s from a point on its path is given below. Okay, s is the distance this is the velocity. The unit of the velocity is meters per second. So at these meters, 0th meter, 10th meter, 20th meter, 30th meter, what is the velocity? Okay, that is given to you. Okay, estimate the time taken to travel 60 meters. Okay, so ये पूरा at these particular distances the velocity is this much. So from 0 to 60 meters, how much time it will take to travel? Okay, by using Simpson's 1/3 rule. So the rule is also specified in the problem itself, which rule you have to use. But you have to always make sure, though it is given in the problem Simpson's 1/3 rule, you have to make sure whether Simpson's 1/3 rule is applicable or not. That means the number of intervals is even or not.
Ma'am, if that n value satisfies both the conditions, Simpson's 1/3 rule and 3/8 rule, Which one we have to
Use anything, but as I said, Bipashini, in the exam it will be definitely 100% specified. Otherwise, what will happen? You will solve using Simpsons 1/3, somebody else will solve Simpsons 3/8, right? So in your
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
it will be definitely given, okay? But you have to check the applicability of the rule at your end always. That's what I want to say. You should understand whether Simpsons 1/3 is applicable or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So anyone can tell me what is the relation between distance and velocity? Physics.
Distance by velocity equals time.
Hmm?
D by V equals to T. Distance by velocity equals to time. It's inversely proportional.
That means, can I write velocity is equal to ds by dt? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Displacement upon time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And this implies what is dt? V times ds. Right? Sorry, not V, 1 upon V. V will go.
Ma'am, it will be ds by V.
It will be 1 upon V ds, na? dt is equal to 1 upon V ds. Okay? Are you getting it, girls? What you want to find is time, right? Time means t, na? You want to find time t. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
So you want to find t, and therefore I will integrate dt. Okay? From 0 to 60. But dt means with respect to t, and I am given this with respect to s. And that's why we are changing this. So this is 1 upon v ds from 0 to 60. Do you understand it? So what we are given? We are given v. We are not given 1 upon v. Do you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ. So पहले हमें क्या करना होगा? We will have to find out 1 upon v. We are given. So S values are already given to you. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. Now you calculate 1 upon V values. V values are given to you. So calculate 1 upon V. So it is 1 upon 47. Calculate करो इसे सब लोग. Yes. What are the values of 1 upon V? Did you calculate 1 upon
0.021, 0.017, 2,
Hmm.
2,
Up to 4 decimal places at least.
okay, ma'am. 0.0153, 0.0163,
Hmm.
0.0192.
ये 1 upon 20 की वैल्यू इतनी आती है क्या?
मैम ये 20, 30, मैम 30 वाला जो है ना वो है 0.01538. सॉरी आई जस्ट मेस्ड अप. Below 30, ma'am. Below 30, it is 0.0153. And below 40, it is 0.0163. 0163. Below 50, it is 0.01923 and 0.02631.
Ma'am, we don't
Ma'am, हम
want to find 1 by
20 ने 1/64.
Ma'am, that is distance. We are checking velocity, no, ma'am.
Sorry. This is 1 upon V, na? So 1 upon 47, then 1 upon 58, 1 upon 64. This is 0.0156, na?
Yes, ma'am. 0.015625.
Yes. Okay. So you have got your values now. Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5 and Y6. Do you understand? If the velocities are given, how to find distances? How to find the distance? Do you understand this change? Because this is very important to understand. Directly, if you use the formula, you will get wrong answer. That will not be the velocity. That will not be the time, sorry. So please remember this relation always. Velocity is displacement upon time. Now you can. Yes, now you can apply the formula. Simpson's 1/3 rule. 0 to 60 y ds. Y is 1 upon v, okay? It is h by 3 into bracket y0 plus, what is the last is y6 plus 4 times odd. So y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus 2 times even. Y2 plus y4, sorry. Y2 plus y4. So total 7 values are there. So now it is, what is h? H is 10, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now substitute the values. And I think the final answer, yeah, can you tell me the final answer? Total पूरा अंदर का बता दो 10/3 into कितना आता है? It should not take more than 1 to 2 minutes, sir. Calculations. Okay, by the time you calculate, I will take attendance. This is third lecture I am taking. First 2 lectures I am keeping same. Yeah, roll number 1.
Present, ma'am.
3,
Present, ma'am.
4,
Present, ma'am.
5,
Present, ma'am.
6. Be quick, girls. 7, 8,
Present, ma'am. Ma'am, roll number 7.
8,
Present, ma'am.
9,
Present, ma'am.
10,
Present, ma'am.
11,
Present, ma'am.
12,
Present, ma'am.
13, 14,
14. Present, ma'am.
15,
15. Present, ma'am.
16,
16.
Present, ma'am.
17.
Present.
Huh?
Present, ma'am.
17,
17. Present.
18,
Present, ma'am.
19,
Present, ma'am.
20,
Present, ma'am.
21,
Present, ma'am.
23, 24, 25, 26, Srushti, 27,
Present, ma'am.
28,
Present, ma'am.
27 फिर से बोलो.
Present.
27,
Present, ma'am.
तुम्हारा आ क्यों नहीं ये रहा है यहाँ पे? Shraddha, right? 29,
Present, ma'am.
30,
Present, ma'am.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35,
Present, ma'am.
36,
Present, ma'am. 36.
37,
Present, ma'am.
38,
Present, ma'am.
39,
Present, ma'am.
40, 41, 42, 43,
Present, ma'am.
44, 45,
Present, ma'am.
46,
Present, ma'am.
47. देवश्री
Ma'am, 40 present.
कोण आहे 40? मोक्षदा.
Ma'am, मोक्षदा ऑडिओ चालत नव्हता.
देवश्री, आर यू देयर? 48.
Present, ma'am.
49.
Present, ma'am.
50. 51.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, so I think you have finished. You must have finished with the calculations. Yes. What is it? n by 3 into
0.04758.
no, I am asking you this bracket.
Yes, ma'am. The first bracket.
Not
0.0475.
the first bracket. I am asking you the whole.
Okay, ma'am.
Just a minute.
Point 3.
Yes, what it is? Point 3164. Is it?
32. Ma'am, 0.32 we rounded off the values.
But don't round off immediately, Vipashini. I told you not to round off the answers. Okay. Please take at least.
Ma'am, I've taken 5 decimals. So it is, yes, ma'am. It is 0.32.
After rounding of these numbers.
Ma'am, is it 0.93742?
Final answer you are saying?
No, ma'am. The bracket answer.
No, it is 0.3164. Around that you have to get it. अभी ये मैं करके
Yes, ma'am. I have taken 4 to 5 decimals. So it is 0.32.
See, it is y0 plus y6 ना पहले तो है.
Ma'am, that the y0 plus y6 is 0.04758.
This is 0.213. 0.0213 ना. Plus the last one is 0.63.
0.03.
So this is 674. 0.0476. ये पहला bracket है.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
you have. I will have to add everything now, Rio now.
Ma'am, yes. Then the next bracket 4 into y1 plus y3 plus y5 is 0.2084.
Wait. Let me just confirm it. 0.0172 plus 0.0154 plus 0.0192 into 4. So ये आता है मेरा. आपका ऐसे आया क्या? देखो ये 0.2072 आया क्या? ये पूरा 4 इंटू करके.
Ma'am, 0.2084 आ रहा है. मैम 5 डेसिमल्स तक लिया तो ऐसा आ रहा है.
Yes, and y2 plus y4 is 0.0156 plus 0.0164 into 2 है ना, इवन मल्टीपल्स इंटू 2 है ना. सो ये मेरा 0.064 आ रहा है. आर यू गेटिंग दीज फिगर्स? इट इज क्लोज बाय विपाशिनी. 0.2084 आ रहा है ना तुम्हारा.
यस यस मैम.
हाँ, तो दैट इज ओके.
हाँ मैम.
Now 0.064 plus 0.2074, sorry 72 plus 0.0476 is 0.3188 आ रहा है ये मेरा. 0.3188
Yes, ma'am.
and divided by 3.
मैम 5 डेसिमल्स तक लिया तो 0.32 आता है.
0626.
6666.
Yeah. Okay, so this is your final answer. Do you understand it? Let us quickly revise the problem. We were asked to find the distance.
Can't we find the analytical answer?
Time taken to travel 60 meters by using Simpson's one-third rule, and we are given the velocities at different distances. Okay, at 10 meters, at 20 meters, 30 meters, 40 meters, 50 meters, and 60 meters. So how much time is required to travel this 60 meters distance with these velocities taken? So we considered the relation velocity is equal to displacement with respect to the time, and we want to calculate time. That means we want to calculate t, so we will integrate dt, and that is same as integrating 1 upon v with respect to s. So the limits are given for s. 0 to 60 we will integrate, and the answer is this much. So yes, Vipashini, you were asking something. As the velocity is given in meters per second, this is the answer in seconds, right? Because you are traveling 60 meters distance only, na? So distance is in meters, that means the time must be in seconds. Is that okay?
Yes ma'am, but if we take it from the analytical answer, it's not matching.
What is the analytical answer?
Ma'am, it is 1 by v, so it is log of v. It is log of 6.
But here the problem is you have different velocities given, no? At different instances, right? 1 upon v जो आपको दिया गया है, that v was 47. It is not in terms of s, Vipashini. Do you understand it?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you don't do this analytically, okay? The variables are different. Please try to understand it. Now we will see the next application. Now I'm giving you one problem for homework, okay? It is very easy, but the language is slightly different. Find the area bounded by the curve. People leave the meeting after the attendance or what? And the x-axis from x equal to 0 to x equal to 4 using Simpson's one-third rule. So basically, you know that application of definite integration is finding the area only. Okay, so don't get confused. You just simply have to evaluate the given integration. So x values are given to you, y values are given to you. X values are 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5 and 4. So 0 to 4 x values are given and accordingly y values are given. This is 1.4142, 2, 2.4494, then for 2 it is 2.8284, 3.1622, then for 3 it is 3.4641, 3.7416, and for 4 it is 4. Okay, so please try to understand that find the area bounded by the curve. This is the curve values, curve points given to you. So you just have to integrate the given function from 0 to 4. Okay, that means you have to simply integrate the given values, okay, using the given values. So no other changes are to be carried out. Do you understand what I want to say? Integrating between A and B is same as finding the area. Okay, now we will see another application and then we will stop.
Ma'am, it will be integration of 0 to 4 y dx, no?
Yes. Integration 0 to 4 y dx. So you just have to use these values and Simpson's 1/3 rule है, इनको नाम देके formula apply करो. Okay. Now next problem is a curve passes through the following points. Given in the table. Given in the table. Find, the first question is find the area bounded by the curve x-axis and x equal to 1 and x equal to 9 lines. Okay, that means you have to carry out the integration from 1 to 9. Okay, ये मतलब इसका ऐसे होता है, ये x एक्सिस है आपका, देन 1 to 9 आपको करना है और ये फंक्शन का कर्व है, तो ये एरिया आपको ढूंढना है. ओके, यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट दिस एरिया. द सेकेंड वन इज द वॉल्यूम of the solid generated by revolving this area about the x-axis. Now tell me, do you understand this second one? This is homework. First one is homework. This one I am going to solve. The volume of the solid generated by revolving this area about the x-axis. Do you understand this question? Yes, girls, do you understand this question? The volume of the solid generated by revolving this area about the x-axis. You have this paper with you, right? You have this portion, right? You roll this portion. Revolve this about x-axis. What you will get? or simply the page of your notebook. Huh?
Cylinder.
Cylinder. You will get a cylindrical shape, right? If you roll this about the x-axis, just roll it, you will get cylindrical shape. आप आपके notebook के कोई भी page उसको fold करो, उसे revolve करो, rotate करो. So you should get a cylinder. So what is the area of cylinder?
Pi r square h.
Right, pi r square h. So what we will do now here, we will make square of every y value that we get. Okay, and we will multiply that integration by pi. Is that clear? एरिया तो आपको वैसे ही करना है. एरिया का फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? 129 y dx, जो कुछ आएगा आंसर. And volume formula will be, please remember, whenever you are solving volume, you make square of given y values and multiply it by pi. Okay, whenever it is about x-axis. The height we are not including, okay? We are already calculating this area, okay? So just multiply it by pi and make the square of all y values. Do you understand this? So आपको x और y values दिए गए हैं 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These are your x values and y values are 0.2, 0.7, 1, 1.3, 1.5, 1.7, 1.9, 2.1 and 2.3. Our meeting will get over in 5 minutes. So this is your y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6, y7 and y8. So which formula you can use now? Tell me. You want to integrate now. Volume is equal to
Simpson's constant.
3/8. No.
Yes, because you have only 8 intervals, right? Here h is equal to 1. You can see h is 1. Distance between two consecutive x values is 1 and therefore n is equal to 9 minus 1 upon 1, that is 8. So 8 is an even number. So either you can go for trapezoidal rule or you can go for Simpson's 1/3 rule. Okay, so use Simpson's 1/3 rule. Okay, and solve this problem. So you have to solve 3 problems.
Ma'am, but if
Ma'am,
this
can you
y
show
value given,
Right? What, Vipashri?
ma'am, if these y values are not given, we have to
Then
take 2
function will
square.
be given to you. Function will be given to you. Either of the things must be given to you to calculate. No?
Ma'am, but function is given y square dx.
No. This is not your function. You are taking y square. Function is something different. The curve is something different, Vipashini. Curve is y equal to fx. That y equal to fx is not given to you. What is fx you don't know. You are given the values directly. कि at 1 इसकी value ये है. At 2 ये है. At 3 ये है. 4 ये है. 9 है. And then you are joining them to make a curve. Do you understand it? And when you want to find the volume, it becomes y square. Or you have to take it as y square, okay?
Ma'am, can you show the previous page?
Yes. So you have to solve 3 problems in all.
But I'm not understanding. Y square dx is our function.
And right now you can consider it as y square dx is a function. Oh, but y square, you have to consider it as your function now to calculate volume. But the given function is y. It is not y square. It is some fx. Okay. And now to calculate volume, you have to consider fx ka square.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Understood.
I now got it? No.
Yes, yes.
No, function is not y square. Please try to understand. Function is given fx. Fx values are given to you directly. Okay. So we will continue tomorrow at 10:45.
Ma'am, what are the y values for the second sum you gave for homework?
The same, na?
Okay, ma'am.
Same ना, ये एक ही प्रॉब्लम है रियोना.
Okay, ma'am. Okay,
First
ma'am.
one is area. First one is area in which you will directly use y only. And second one is volume. For volume you have to use pi y square. Okay. So make square of all these values now for finding volume. Okay. Getting or not?
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Okay, let us stop here.